Dwayne Bryant here from WagerTalk.com, coming to you on Wager Talk TV with another edition of DB's Freebies. We're going to kick things off with the Lookahead line segment. These are the lines that the Westgate puts out on the Tuesday the week before the games, so all lines referenced are Westgate lines. We're going to kick it off with the Thursday night game. It's the Atlanta Falcons at the Carolina Panthers. The look-ahead line was Atlanta -1. It is now -3. This move comes as no surprise to me. Carolina just got buried 42-21 at Cincinnati. Cincinnati was without star receiver Jamar Chase in that game. And this game wasn't even that close. It was 42-7 to start the fourth quarter. Cincinnati had a 30-13 edge in first downs. They outgained Carolina 464-228. And this game right here is it's a revenge game for Carolina. It's a division revenge game for Carolina. 2 weeks ago, Carolina lost 37-34 in overtime in Atlanta. That was the DJ Moore game. It's the game where he scored the tying touchdown with 12 seconds left. Got flagged 15 yards for taking off his helmet in the end zone. Then, of course, kicker Eddie Pinheiro missed the 48-yard extra point, and Atlanta, of course, ended up winning on a field goal in overtime. Now, my DVOA projection for this is Atlanta by 3.5, so no real value here. And just for those of you who are not familiar, DVOA stands for Defense Adjusted Value Over Average. And it basically measures a team's efficiency by comparing success on every single play to a league average based on situation and opponent. So basically all 3-yard runs are not equal, all 10-yard pass completions are not equal, etc. Let's move on to the next game, 251, the Cleveland Browns at the Miami Dolphins. The look-ahead line was Miami -5.5. It is now down to -3.5. This move also doesn't surprise me. We just saw Miami barely escape Chicago with a 35-32 win over the Bears. The difference in that game was a Miami blocked punt return touchdown in the second quarter. On the other side, we have Cleveland coming off a bye. They pounded the Bengals on Monday Night Football before the bye, so they're on the upswing. My DVOA projection for this game is Miami by 3, so there is slight value on Cleveland with the hook. The next game is game 253, the Minnesota Vikings at the Buffalo Bills. The look-ahead line was Buffalo -9.5. It is now all the way down to -5. And yes, the Bills did lose to the Jets as double-digit road favorites last week. But this line move is pretty much all about Josh Allen's elbow. He did get hurt in that Jets game. As I record this on Wednesday morning, there still has been no real news. Head coach Sean McDermott did say he was going to provide an update today being Wednesday, so we'll see what he has to say later today. On the other side, Minnesota's good, but their advanced metrics show that they're not as good as their 7-1 record would lead you to believe. My DVOA projection for this game, assuming Josh Allen plays, is Buffalo by 11. So some definite value on the Bills at the current number. With Josh Allen's situation, one of two things is going to happen. One, they're going to be reporting that Allen is going to play, and this line is going to jump back up. Or two, it's going to be reported that Allen is out, and the line is going to continue to dive. If Allen is out, I'm going to let the public drive the line down even further, and then I'm going to jump in and take Buffalo at a very short number. Case Keenum would be the starter if Josh Allen can't go. And while Case Keenum is certainly no Josh Allen and nothing special, he does have plenty of NFL experience and he has a great defense backing him up. So I will definitely be looking to take the Bills at a very short number if Josh Allen is announced to be out for this game. The next game is game 257, the Indianapolis Colts at the Las Vegas Raiders. The look-ahead line was Vegas -3.5. It is now up to -6. It actually was up to -6.5 at one point. And I am a little surprised that it moved 3 points. Yes, the Colts have lost 3 straight, and their last 2 were at home against Washington, and then 26-3 at New England last weekend. That was the straw that broke the camel's back as the Colts fired Frank Reich, brought in Jeff Saturday. I don't understand this move. Saturday was an ESPN analyst. He's got no coaching experience above the high school level. Obviously, Colts brass knows more than I do. Vegas is off a disappointing 27-20 loss at Jacksonville. The Raiders were the favorite in that game. And with that one now, Vegas is just 3-9 against the spread as favorites since the start of last season. So they are definitely not a team that I want to be laying points with. My DVOA projection for this game was Vegas by 5.5, so no real value there. I am going to be tempted to take Indy plus the points here, though, in Saturday's debut, as teams often step up in their first game with a new head coach, so we will see if the team rallies around Jeff Saturday. The last game on the look-ahead line docket here is the Sunday Night Football game. It's the LA Chargers at the San Francisco 49ers. Look-ahead line, 49ers minus 3.5. It is now all the way up to -7. I'm a little surprised it moved 3.5 points. My DVOA projection here is San Francisco by 6. The Chargers can't stop the run. They're dead last in the league. McCaffrey should have a field day in this game. Justin Herbert has just an 83.9 QB rating since his Week 2 rib injury. That's 24th in the league. Chargers are banged up at receiver. They've had offensive line injuries as well. And this San Francisco defense is going to be the best defense that the Chargers have faced since scoring just 19 points at home against Denver on a Monday night back in Week 6. That'll do it for the Look Ahead line segment. Before I get to the free play, I want to tell you about a special deal I've got going on. Go to dbbets.com, select my 7-day all-access pass, and at checkout, use coupon code Dwayne7, that's DWAYNE7. You'll get my 7-day all-access pass for just $69. It's a regular $119, so it's a savings of $50. It'll get you all my NFL, college football, NBA, college basketball. I've been winning in the NFL. I've been winning in college football. I'm hitting 67% on all of my NBA plays this season. You can get a week's worth of all of it for just less than $10 a day. The deal is going to expire Monday at midnight, but don't wait. Get it before the weekend. That way you'll get all my football plays for the weekend as well. So let's move to the free play for this week. We're going to use a 6-point teaser at -120. We easily cashed our free teaser last week on the Bengals and Seahawks. This week we're going to do it again. This time it's a 6-point teaser. We're going to use, for leg number 1, we're going to use number 248, the Steelers, plus 8.5. Now I know it's the Steelers, but hear me out. We're going to tease them through the key numbers of 3, 7, and 8. So that is a great value on a teaser. And this is also a good spot for Pittsburgh. They're coming off a bye. They're rested. They should be ready. They haven't played at home since upsetting Tampa Bay all the way back in Week 6. So they should be fired up to play at home. And they've been competitive at home. I mean, and the only teams to blow them out were Buffalo and Philly. And those are arguably the two best teams in the NFL. On the other side of that game, the Saints are just 3-6. They have only one win by more than 7 points this year, and that was a 24-0 home win against Vegas. They're 1-2 straight up and 0-3 against the spread on the road, and their only win was by 1 point at Atlanta all the way back in Week 1. They've since lost at Carolina, so winning by more than one score at Pittsburgh looks like a tall order for them. For leg number 2, we're going to use number 264, the 49ers, -1. And I've already touched on this game. LA can't stop the run. They're dead last. McCaffrey should have a field day. Herbert, with an 83.9 QB rating since Week 2 rib injury, is 24th in the league. Chargers are banged up at receiver. They've got O-line injuries as well. And the 49ers defense is going to be the best defense the Chargers have faced since scoring just 19 points at home against Denver on Monday night back in Week 6. So there's your teaser. Pittsburgh plus 8.5, 49ers -1 for this weekend. Just a reminder, go to dbbets.com, select my 7-day all-access pass, use coupon code Dwayne7, that's DWAYNE7, and you'll get my 7-day all access for just $69. It's a regular $119, so you'll save $50 on the deal. Covers NFL, college football, NBA, college basketball. I've been winning in the NFL. I've been winning in college football. I'm at 67% on all of my NBA plays for the season. You'll get it all for less than $10 a day. Again, it expires at midnight on Monday, but don't wait. Get that deal before the weekend so that you get all of my football plays. And that'll do it for this edition of DB's Freebies. Until next time, be smart, bet smart, and good luck on all your wagers.